Yo guys, this is breaking news. As you can see, I literally jumped out of my bed when this hotfix this morning came into place. Now obviously I was about to go back to bed, but I just had a sinking feeling, well, why not see if they've updated something, which they have. They have updated something. They have made me a little salty, but we will go over the update notes for you. This is the hotfix as of now on November 14th, 2018. We're going to be going over all the bugs and glitches and all that stuff, and just some stuff that they fixed. So, the highlights of this is that they improved the Headmaster battle, they added improvements to Husk and the final battles, which I don't understand what the final battles are. I don't know if that's referring to the final boss, and that's apparently talking about Husk, but they did add some improvements to Husk and the final bosses. Don't know what that means. Or final battles. They've improved the loot itemization for bosses in Husk. So I'm guessing now they kind of fixed the loot drop rating of that a little bit. And you can now purchase Whirly Burly fans once you have the position coach badge. I just want to say something. This Whirly Burly, personally, I did not like this minigame. It felt a little bit too much for me. Obviously, you should read the instructions, but even when you did read the instructions, it did feel like a very overwhelming game. I don't know if I'm just stupid and don't get it, but I'm probably just stupid and don't get it. But I know for some people that some people didn't like the minigame, but I personally think the minigame should be a side quest and not part of the main quest. But anyway, you can now obtain new versions of the Paradox gear, unique for each school. Oh, okay, alright, that's interesting. And Paradox wands are visually improved, which I don't know what visually improved means. I will log on to Wizard and I will see what they mean by visually improved. I don't know if they changed the animation of it, but if they improved it, then that sounds interesting. So now for the combat. Sargon now gives a benefit of a 7th pip generation. Again, what does this mean? Who was Sargon? Like, I'm pretty stupid. So who was Sargon? I think that was the Ether boss fight, I think. I think that was at an Ether boss fight or something like that. Anyway, I have to check about that. But anyway, Scion spells are now detectable by shadow spells. Again, I don't know what that means, that Scion spells are now detectable by shadow spells. I think they mean that if you use Shadow Seraph and you mix that in with a Scion of Life, I think it works now or something like that. I don't know. But, oh wait, I know what they mean. Oh yeah, okay, I know what they mean. Okay, so I think they fixed a little bit of Scion spells. But anyway, Scion of Life spell can no longer be enchanted with epic or any combat-related spells. Obviously, you can't enchant it to begin with. You can't use a primordial on it, meaning you can't boost the healing of it. I mean, you just gotta have good healing. Now, there is one thing, if you haven't seen it on the screen already, there's one thing that irks me a little bit, and it's kind of making me mad. But we'll get down to it, and it has to deal with the Storm Titan. You can no longer teleport back to the broken bow after the battle is complete. The damage over time is now properly firing Storm Titan's health threshold triggers. So I'm guessing they fixed something with like the Titan's threshold. I don't know if that's a buff or a nerf or if that's just a regular fix. Now this one is a little this one irks me a lot because I don't know if this means that we're just gonna have to stay with it or not, but Storm Titan's global. So you know the global that Storm Titan can use. I made a guide saying that you can use a balance dispel and basically change the global effect to Sanctuary, which I recommend, or anything else. Well, get this. Storm Titan's global is no longer affected by balance dispel, meaning that I'm guessing balance dispel won't matter because you can't change the global. I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly. I will log into Wizard today and see about that, but if that is true, then I'm actually a little bit irked and I am a little bit salty about that, considering the fact that the boss fight is already hard enough. Like I said, I will check, but again, why would they do that? Never mind. All players now get the tutorial tip to start Empyrea Part 2 at the proper time, okay? So if you've defeated Medulla and all that stuff, and you've done that quest, like I said, go to the Arcanum, talk to Librarian Fitzium. He will give you the quest, and you should also get a notification like they're saying. Nothing to Fear is properly designated to mainline quests. Quest lights in Unicorn Way should have returned to normal. Timber quest now has the proper level prerequisite. Ignis has now remembered he has some quests available, including Raging Bull. There is now a limit of 4 people in any Husk instance. Only 4 players get XP for the zones. Alright. Fishing, loot, and inventory. Guard Doodlefish is no longer marked as seasonal. Root Guardians no longer have animus to collect. Pure Eater can no longer be auctioned. The second chance chest after the Storm Titan fight now works properly. Wait a second. So you're telling me that for the people that spammed the chest for the Storm Titan, so for the people that just like paid like $80 and put like 80,000 crowns in the chest, meaning it doesn't work, I mean, obviously they would have to get some gear at least, but I'm guessing what they're saying is that they fixed the second chance after the Storm Titan fight. It now works properly. I kind of feel bad for anybody spending money on the chest, though, because I usually farm it the regular way, and that's just me, but you can do whatever you want. Rotten Beets now properly like the Red Barn Farm and Botanical Garden houses. Chupacabra, Stegor, and Pterosaurus now animate properly. Alright, so here's some audio and visual and UI. Improved various Empyrea sounds, music, and dialogue. Some whirly-burly visual improvements. Returning to Mandala has to collect Skybox, Destroyed Temple. You can no longer access trivia from inside the game. You've updated some compass labels in Empyrea Part 2. And this is all happening today. So they released the hotfix today. This is all they're fixing. So, main key points that irk me just a little bit. This right here. What was it? This one and this one. So, if I'm reading this correctly, it seems like they kind of messed around with the damage overtime a bit. So, now the damage overtime's now properly firing Storm Titan's health threshold triggers. So I don't know if that means, I think it's just telling it that we fixed a glitch with the damage overtimes. So yeah, damage overtimes are highly recommended for the battle just because it does a lot of damage and all that stuff. But this is the one about the Storm Titan's global, it's no longer affected by a balance spell. That one irks me because, well, now we can't actually change the global effect that is within the game. We'll just kind of have to stick with it, or there's another way around it. I don't know, but that super irks me, and it seems like also they've also updated improvements with the loot drop, which I've been talking about. The loot drop is absolutely, utterly terrible. And hopefully they fixed it. I still expect seeds, though. I always expect seeds. But hopefully they fixed the loot drop just a little bit. And, yeah, I will be live streaming this today just to see if they changed the Storm Titan at all. And, yeah, that's all I got. This is breaking. And, yeah, fun stuff. Just, it's all over the place. Fun stuff. A lot of people have been telling me how you can get the 1 ether thing. You can get that actually through the Storm Titan because in their notes, and in their notes, they actually mentioned something that, oh, the Storm Titan has a certain region, be on the lookout for that. So, yeah, but I guess you can get pure ether from there, maybe. I don't know. But that's all I have for this video. My name is SizzleRJ, and let me know what you guys think about this test realm notes. This just happened this morning, so everybody's game has been updated. I can't wait to see what happened, and I can't wait to see what they mean by the wands are visually improved. But anyway, that's about it from me. My name is SizzleRJ, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Pray for my math test, and I'll see you guys in the live streams.